This is the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us. Verse 18. They hunt our steps that we cannot go in our streets. Our end is near, our days are fulfilled, for our end is come. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name who the world ignorantly calls God, and Yahweh Shai is his son who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Makah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And salutation to the Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai's sake. I'm Brother Samak from the GMS Miami camp. And yes, the reason why I brought out the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, verse 17 through 18, is I came across this news report from CBS News New York where they are reporting the NYPD's court-appointed monitoring system. And basically what this monitoring system is, it records all the stop and frisk that's done in the 5 boroughs, okay? And of course, all right, this shouldn't be to a surprise. You clearly see, all right, who is being searched, stop and frisked the most. It's you Jakes, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, okay, as well as you Native Americans, all right? You're in there too. And this isn't just happening here in New York. This is happening all across America, all right? Where you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, okay, are constantly being stopped, frisked, your rights being violated, all right? Thrown into the jail cell for petty what Esau calls, infractions or petty crimes or whatever, While meanwhile, the biggest criminal walking in America is the Edomites, okay? They're the ones that are always using their weapons and guns and, shooting at the police. If you look at the data, So, but of course they won't report that. They'll always report you Jakes as the face of evil. All right? So that's why I brought out Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17, verse 18, because, this place cannot save us. This place, all right, is set up to oppress us, all right? And law enforcement is an example of oppression, hunting our steps, all right? That's why you Jakes have to be mindful when you get in that vehicle, how you operate. 1 dead, 3 wounded when gunmen on scooters open fire in the Bronx, right? And that's Jake killing each other, okay? All right? And the conditions were set up anyway because Esau created these conditions, okay? From poverty to guns being easily available, all right? And of course, the music industry, because who controls the music industry? These Edomites, mainly the JJs, pushing that murder, kill vibration on our people, which they know our people are music is a big outlet, all right, for our people. Okay, that's part of our culture is music. So that's another side note, man. I just saw that. But again, all right, Esau is doing everything he can to oppress us, and the point is, this is not our rest. Okay, This place cannot save us. And yeah, I'm not going to play this. I'm just going to go to another article. NYPD stops are skyrocketing under Mayor Adams. You see that? So he increased it, and there's the data. Okay, there's the numbers. So under him, he's increased the stop and frisk targeting you Jakes. Okay, that's how you know he's a sellout. All right, Zechariah chapter 11 verse 4. Thus saith the Lord, my power. Thus saith the Lord, my power, Yahweh, feed the flock of the slaughter right. And this is how the Lord is feeding the flock of the slaughter, by raising up prophets, all right, going into these news articles, all right, filtering it with the scriptures and showing you, we are being oppressed, okay? All right, we're the ones that are catching hell, okay? This is the valley of the shadow of death, okay? Babylon the Great. 5, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Right, because we're still in Esau's hands. We're still here in captivity, all right? Just look at Southern Kingdom. How does Southern Kingdom get over here? All right? Cargo slave ships, all right? And and Northern Kingdom. Northern Kingdom, all right, had their land stolen, okay, and put on reservations, all right, where they're catching hell on there. All right, land stolen, forced into bondage. All right, you also have the Northern Kingdom's slave trade, when Northern Kingdom was being put into slavery. That's something they don't teach in history books. They don't want to teach in the colleges, even though all you got to do is Google it. Have Native American, let's Google it. Let's Google it. Native Americans in slavery. Okay, check this out. Just during the 4 centuries between the arrival of Columbus and the beginning of the 20th century, some 2.5 to 2.25 million native people were enslaved. All European empires took part in the human traffic. Now, these are Edomites. The English, the French, the Dutch, and the Portuguese. Edomites. So, okay. Because, hey, this proves who the Israelites are. Okay. Transatlantic slave trade. All right. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. Right. Killing us, slaying us, putting us in slavery. All right. And they say, and they that sell them say, yep, slavery. Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich. Right. They made profit off of us. And their own shepherds pity them not. Right. And, this sellout, Mayor Adams, he knows our people are catching hell. But guess what? Because look, you can see just from his bald, all right, no hair head, he sold out for the bag. He needed the money, all right? He's probably part of the Boule, all right, Freemason, secret society, all right? And he's doing his part to continue to oppress his own people, all right? Same thing like T.D. Jakes, Diddy, Now, this is the criminal justice system correction. This is from the NAACP.org. These are facts. These are data. And that's how I move a lot. I move in this truth. All right? I don't give a damn what you people say. I look at the data. I look at the numbers. Okay? Which correlates to, okay, who the children of Israel are. Just on who's catching the most hell, who's making up the prison industrial complex, all right? That's why I use these news articles, okay, through the Spirit Power Yahweh Shai to paint a picture of the scriptures. So, And this is why we show our people like, yo, you got to repent. You need to come to the Lord. He's our only way out. This place, you're not going to make it here. Criminal justice system, corrections. There are 3 million people in jail and prison today, far outpacing population growth and crime. That alone is a mouthful, a mouthful of words, man. Far outpacing population growth and crime, right? You want to know where all the jobs went? In the prison house. It's all by design, okay? Between 1980 and 2015, the number of people incarcerated increased from roughly 500,000 to 2.2 million. That is a conspiracy, okay? This is clearly all by design. And that's why we say the so-called white man's the devil. They're the biblical Edomites, okay? Because they're the ones that are in the power seat able to make this happen. Despite making up close to 5% of the global population, the U.S. has nearly 25% of the world's prison population. This is 25% of the world's prison population. But yet they want to say America's land of the free. Bullshit. 30% of the U.S. population is represented by African Americans and Hispanics, compared to 50% of the U.S. incarcerated population being represented by African American Hispanics. Again, our people make up the bulk of the prison house. Now, of course, when you do percentage, all right, of course the numbers are going to be higher among Southern Kingdom because Southern Kingdom has a less population, all right, than Northern Kingdom. All right, Northern Kingdom make up the majority of the tribes. So, of course, the numbers are going to be higher among Southern Kingdom. All right. And, of course, and not to negate the fact that Southern Kingdom does get oppressed the hardest. All right. But I just wanted to make that point in terms of population. All right. According to what Esau numbers are, because the Lord knows how many Israelites there are. But I just wanted to make that point. Prisons are overpopulated, all by design. And this is what this devil does, because the devil wants to keep the prison industrial complex going, because it's all about money. Money, greed from this piece of shit. These fucking Edomites, starting with the elites. They do this on purpose. Since 1970, our incarcerated population has increased by 700%. Okay? Listen to this. If, Israelites were incarcerated at the same rates as Edomites, prison and jail population would decline by almost 40%. Okay? 80 billion taxpayer dollars. See, this is where it is. Because a lot of people are getting paid for putting our people into prison. Are spent on current prison systems, accounting for 1 out of every 15 state general fund discretionary dollars. Second fastest growing category for state budgets. Yep. Okay? And again, this is where all the jobs went. All right? Let's get another... companies that use prisoners. Companies that use prisoners. There you go. The Marshall Project. Okay. The food on your table brought to you by prison labor. There you go. The Marshall Project. Incarcerated workers help produce some of America's most popular food brands, but get a few of the benefits and protections afforded to others. Right. This is where the jobs went. Okay? All right? All the major companies. Walmart, Target, Costco, Whole Foods, right? And that's why they're allowing the destruction, okay? They're putting up these videos of, oh, you see? We need to police more of Jake. All right, look, they're breaking into all these stores. All right, they're painting a narrative, even though they're the ones that are allowing it and doing this. All right, for a lot of underhanded dealings. But they do this so that it keeps the. See, this is why we need, all right, the prison house is open. And this is why we need, okay, more police presence and more, all right, stop and frisk and more incarceration to keep the prison labor house full. Okay? Look at this. Beef, soybeans, corn, and wheat are just some of the products that have found their way into consumer markets from prison farms and barns. You see that? Okay? You want to know where the jobs went? There they go. Ooh, look at, Associated Press. You can't get any more credible than this. Prisoners in the U.S. are part of the hidden workforce linked to hundreds of popular food brands. Look at that. Associated Press. Look at that. Okay? Oh, yeah. All right, there you go, Jake. Who's So all your major brands are in the prison house, okay? Being labored by Jake in the prison house. All done by design. Okay? Psalm chapter 10 verse 4. Psalm chapter 10 verse 2. The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken devices that they have imagined. Right? Because, this is why the Lord's making sure you clowns go into World War III. This is why the Lord's making sure that America crumbles. All right? Because you were persecuting the poor. And who are the poor? The Israelites. 3. For the wicked boasts of his heart's desire, and blesses the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. 4. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Right. All right. And this is a good example. 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, they puffeth at them. Right. All right. And he puffs at us all the time. All the time. Okay. By enforcing these grievous draconian measures on us. All right. 6. He hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be adversity. 7. His mouth is full of cursing, deceit, and fraud. Right. Oh, we need more the prison houses. Yeah, the crime rates through the roof. And all right, even though the data says otherwise. Now, of course, you got knucklehead Jakes, and the Lord always makes sure knucklehead Jakes get their ass beat. But for the most part, all right, it's insanity the way this prison industrial complex is ran. All right, and it's full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Okay, and it's full of mischief. All right, and their tongue, all right, moves with mischief and fraud all the time. All right, it's very deceptive. 8. He sitteth in the lurking place of the villages. In the secret place does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. Yep. Fill up them prison houses. 9. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. Right. And that's why he's created the conditions, music, poverty, okay, drugs, to push our people into an vulnerable state where they fill up the prison house. Okay? 10. He croucheth and humble himself that the poor may fall by his strong ones. Right. With these smooth words and putting sellout coon Jakes in front of the screen. Okay? Saying, hey, I'm wanting you, I understand, but we gotta police, crime is crazy. Basically, all right, deceiving our people. There's an agenda to keep the prison houses full. Do you know how much money? That's why you gotta just follow the money. How annually does the prison industrial complex make? 4 billion. 4 billion. You think Esau's going to give that up? No, he wants to increase that to 8 billion. He wants to double that. This is what they do in these secret councils. Okay? And you have sellout Jakes that are like, yeah, as long as I get my cut, I'm down with it. Last one. But there's hope. The Lord's going to get us out of here, man. All right? That's just Jake. You just got to keep your nose clean. Be aware. All right? And when you get it into that vehicle, you be mindful of, the alcohol you consumed. Your tags are in order. You don't want to give this devil not 1 inch, okay, of an excuse, okay? Keep your car clean. If you keep, that's another thing. Keep your car clean. Jake has a tendency to have messy cars in their interior. Keep your damn car clean too. All right. Always keep your car clean. Keep your car clean and maintained. All right. While we freaking maneuver in the valley of shadow of death, and ultimately is of the Lord. And always trust in the Lord no matter what. All right. But don't tempt the Lord. Do not tempt the Lord. Isaiah chapter 51 verse 14. The captive exile hasteneth that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit, nor that his bread should fail. Right, and that's what we're waiting on. We're the captive, all right, in exiled, waiting to be loosed by Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And we know he's coming. All this is not going to last. This is not going to be the end-all, be-all for our people. Hell to the effing no. This is only temporary. This is just, okay, a bad nightmare. The Lord's going to wake us up out of it. Okay? 15. But I am the Lord thy power that divided the seas, whose waves roared. The Lord of hosts is his name, right? Because that's the power that we worship. The power that that divided the sea. All right? Who makes the waves roar? All right? He created the waves to roar. Like, that's a power that we fear and we praise. We know, we're confident that he's going to get us up out of here. 16. And I put my words in thy mouth, and I've covered thee in the shadow of my hand, that I may plant the heavens and lay the foundation of earth, and say unto Zion, thou art my people. Ooh. So who are the Lord's people? The Israelites. Okay? Zion is referring to the Israelites. Okay? In fact, when you go into the word Zion, check this out. Get into some Hebrew words. All right? It's Tazayawan. Tazayawan, right? Parched place. Another name for Jerusalem, especially in the prophetic books. All right? And Jerusalem is a people before it's a place. Okay? There you go. All right? So, Tazayawan. Tazayawan. All right? It's a beautiful Hebrew name for Zion. "17, awake, stand up, O Jerusalem." Right. Hey, that's what we're telling our people. All right? Wake the hell up, man. This is what it means to be woke. All right? And again, this place cannot save us, man. This place is set up to oppress us. O Jerusalem, again, which has drunk at the hand of the Lord the cup of his fury. Thou hast drunken the dregs of the cup of trembling and wrung them out. Right. And this, what the Lord said, I've been punishing you for being disobedient. All right. And the Lord's using disciplinary action by using the sword, Esau, Edom, to come after us. All right. But guess what? The Lord knows what this devil's been doing. All right. And he's going to judge them. All right. Because they for the affliction. All right. They've been oppressing us more than they should. 18. There is none that guide her among all the sons whom she hath brought forth, neither is there any that taketh her by the hand of all the sons that she hath brought up. 19. These two things are come unto thee. Who shall be sorry for thee? desolation, destruction, and the famine, the sword. By whom shall I comfort thee? Right, and this goes to show you, all right, just a side note, that them JJs over there in our homeland can't be the people, because they're getting weapons and they're getting support from America and all right? Meanwhile, us here in Babylon, we're getting treated, okay, like dirt, all right? We're being oppressed. We're no one gives a damn about us. This is not a new thing. This has been going on since we got here, all right? And nothing has changed. So no one gives a damn about our people. This proves we're the Israelites, man. 20. Thy sons have fainted. They lie at the head of all the streets, as a wild bullet in a net. They are full of fury of the Lord, the rebuke of thy power. Right, and that's another thing. We got a lot of knuckleheads of our own people, northern and southern kingdom, that are wild bulls. And the Lord is going to deal with y'all. All right? You will be clipped by Esau, Edom, because you're 2/3. Okay? You refuse to hearken and change and repent. All right? And be disciplined by the Lord. You don't want to be, all right, go through the Lord's discipline now, by turning your back on this place and, all right, changing your ways. So now the Lord's going to have to show you a more harsher discipline, which is put you to death, because that's all he's doing when he's punishing you, all right, to correct you. And some of y'all need to be put to death in order to be corrected. 21. Therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not with wine. Right. The elect are understanding. That's the elect. All right. The elect completely understands they're being afflicted. Okay. Thus saith the Lord thy power, and thy God pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thy hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. Right. The elect are going to understand this. That's why I said, therefore hear now this, thou afflicted and drunken, but not of wine. Right. Drunken off the philosophies. Like, hey, listen up. Okay. I'm going to come deliver you. All right. And the elect are going to understand. 23. But I will put into thy hand of them that afflicted thee. Right. The Lord is going to be payback, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. Right. These devils are going to pay for oppressing us. All right. Only the elect are going to understand, because they're hearing. They're understanding they're being afflicted. They're understanding that at one point in time they were drunken off the wine of Babylon. All right. The philosophies. But now they repented because they believe in the Lord and they understood. Okay. And that's why we're fighting, for that election slot, because the hopeful elect completely understand, and the Lord knows who his elect is, and that's why we say hopeful elect, because it's a humbling statement to say. So Lord willing, is us edifying again. I mean, clearly see our people are being oppressed. This place can't save us. These devils are hunting us left and right. But hey, the Lord is going to judge them for this, and judge you sellouts, all right, that that are helping Esau afflict the pain on us. With that, I want to give all praise and all glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and taught us this truth. They are the true teachers for the nation of Israel on earth today. And citation to the Akim out there, pushing this truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, and risking their life for Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai's sake. Love you, brothers. Keep enduring, keep the faith, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep studying. Pray without ceasing. Pray for each other. Pray for the apostles and elders. As you can see, we're almost out of here. This ain't going to last too long, all right? These devils are going to pay for what they've done to us. All right? For the few that are watching, keep studying. When you pray, preach, and cover. Shalom. And you already know Shalom.